Before to start organic chemistry, let's see the conversions which are very important in organic chemistry. How to increase the number of carbon in a chain and how to decrease the number of carbon atom in a chain. And there are so many conversions which are takes place due to the presence of different types of catalyst, intermediates, temperature, pressure, and there are so many things. So first of all we should know about these things so that the organic chemistry should look easy. So let us start with the first one. For increasing number of carbons in chain, the first reaction is Wood's reaction. The reagent is sodium in presence of dry ether. Two Rx plus 2 Na in presence of dry ether gives R plus 2 NaX, where R is equal to alkyl radical, X is equal to halogens. Let's take a molecular form of it. 2 CH3Br, 2 Na, dry ether. This will give CH3, single bond CH3 plus 2 Na Br. So this is the bromomethane and this is ethane. Here you can see one molecule contains only one carbon while one molecule contains two carbon. So in this way you can increase the number of carbon in a chain. What is the drawback of Wood's reaction? We can prepare only compounds of even number of carbon atoms, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. The second is Frankland's reaction. In which reagent is zinc and heating. The reaction are almost similar to Wood's reaction. In general, 2Rx alkyl halide reacts with zinc on heating. This gives alkane and zinc halide. 2CH3 Br plus Zn CH3 that's the ethane plus Zn Br2. The third type of reaction is coal-based electrolysis, in which we have to take either sodium or potassium salts of carboxylic acid to RCOO Na. This is the sodium salt of carboxylic acid. When it get electrolyzed, this gives alkane, sodium hydroxide and carbon dioxide. Two CH3 COO Na on electrolysis gives 2 CH3 COO negative and 2 Na positive. So acetate ion, this will converts to give you alkane. So being negatively charged, that will move towards the anode and this will move towards the cathode. Now let's take reaction at anode. 2CH3 COO negative at anode releases 2 of its electron and becomes neutral. Now neutral molecule rearranges to give CH3 that is the ethane with the release of 2 molecules of carbon dioxide. The next is by Grignard reagent. RMgX, still R is equal to alkyl radical and X is equal to halogens. The reaction is RMgX, that is the Grignard reagent. When reacts with any alkyl halide, this gives alkane and magnesium dihalide. CH3 MgBr CH3Br CH3 CH3 plus MgBr2. So in this way we can also increase the number of carbon in chain. The next is by potassium cyanide. Rx, that is the alkyl halide, on reaction with KCN, potassium cyanide, Kx will be removed, RCN plus Kx, CS3CS2, Br, bromoethane, plus potassium cyanide. This gives CS3, CS2, Cn plus KBr, cyanoethane. Here the carbon number are only 2, while here they are 3. The next is aldol condensation. When aldehyde has alpha hydrogen reacts with alkalis such as KOH or NaOH, two molecules of aldehyde condensed to form beta hydroxy alkanaldehyde. Ald plus all, that is aldehyde with alcohol. Let's see the reaction. CS3 CS3 C H double bond O, this is the aldehyde, we can say acetaldehyde or ethanol. Another molecule of the same compound CS3CHO, this is again aldehyde. Alkali either of NaOH or KOH results in the formation of CS3 COH CH2 CHO. Now we can see there are two molecules having two carbon atoms, and here there is single molecule containing 4 carbon atoms. This product is called aldol product, and its name is beta hydroxy alkanaldehyde. This is Friedel-Crafts reaction. In the presence of anhydrous AlCl3, when phenol, benzene or toluene reacts with alkyl halide or acetyl chloride, it gives ortho or para derivatives by releasing HCl. Just take example. This is the benzene ring. Reacts with acetyl chloride CH3COCl in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, release of HCl, this gives the reaction is known as acetylation. In another reaction, CH3Cl anhydrous AlCl3, removal of HCl, the reaction is known as alkylation.